After going through the entire PAX East presentation for Killing Floor 3 for like the 10th time, I've got to say, Killing Floor 3 is doing a lot more with weapons than I first realized. There's a ton to unpack here, from modded guns to returning classics with new tricks to an entirely new way to build your loadout. And yes, DJ Scully is officially coming back, and I'll get to that soon. But first, let's talk about how much deeper weapon customization is this time around. In Killing Floor 2, weapon upgrades were pretty simple. You bought your favorite gun, maybe upgraded a few times, and that was it. It worked, but it didn't really let you tailor your loadout. In Killing Floor 3, they've introduced full-on weapon modding, and this system changes how your guns behave depending on your playstyle. You've got standard versions of every weapon, and then pre-modded variants you can choose from, kind of like having custom builds ready to go. During the livestream, they started showing off this in the trader menu. So for example, if you're that type of player who always aims down the sights, they've got a mod for that. If you prefer hip firing while moving fast, there's also a version of the weapon that supports that too. Now, a lot of these mods affect your recoil, your accuracy, your fire rate. Basically, you can fine-tune your weapons to how you want to play. One of the devs literally said, mods are a massive part of Killing Floor 3. It's our way of letting you control how you play. It reminds me a bit of games like Call of Duty, where gun feel and flexibility really matter, but instead of a hyper-realistic vibe, this is all wrapped in that classic Killing Floor carnage. I think that's a smart move. It keeps the action fast and chaotic, but still gives more control than we've had before. Now, if you're wondering whether a fan favorite guns are coming back, yes they are. One of the big highlights was the return of the Doomstick, but it's got a serious upgrade. They've added a quad barrel mod. Even more impressively, the reload animation changes depending on how many shells you fire. One of the devs mentions that if you only shoot one shell, your character will actually cover the unused barrels with their thumb during the reload. It's a small touch, but it shows how far they're pushing the detail this time around. Another big highlight was their new Tier 1 Medic SMG. It's inspired by a futuristic Mac 10 or Mac 11. Unfortunately, they didn't show it, but they said there will be a video that comes out eventually showing all these new weapons. And it says it comes in with a built-in healing alternative fire. This means that even low-tier medics will have tools to support their team right from the start. They also tease that everything has the ability to heal now, and I'm curious if that means even more hybrid weapon types later on, like damage dealers that can do backup support, etc. Oh, and they also confirmed that explosive arrows are coming. Just like in Rambo 3, we're going to see some crazy explosions. They flat out said they rewatched that movie multiple times to get the vibe right. I'm not even sure if that's going to be part of a new bow weapon or a mod for an existing one, but honestly, I don't care. I'm glad it exists. If the gore system is already this intense, I can't wait to see what happens when you stick an explosive into a crawler's face and slow it down in Z time. And it's not just the weapons that are getting love. The way they're introducing characters feels just as thought out. One of the biggest crowd reactions came around the time they confirmed that DJ Scully is back. And it's not just a voice skin or background reference. This is the original DJ Scully in the flesh, somehow alive in this darker, near-future version of Killing Universe. They didn't give a lore explanation, and honestly, I love that. They literally say, how did that happen? I don't have to explain it right now, but we're in the future, so anything is possible. It's the kind of tongue-in-cheek fan service that Killing Floor does best. They also confirmed other returning characters like Mr. Foster and hinted that more are on the way alongside an entirely new squad of Nightfall operatives. That balance of fan nostalgia and fresh content is exactly what the sequel needed. It's got that familiar grit and chaos, but you can tell the devs are pushing hard on systems that really matter. Combat feel, weapon identity, character flexibility. And considering they're already tweaking systems based on beta feedback, like the perk lock issue, which they're removing post-launch, I'd be shocked if the weapons we've seen so far are even half of what ends up in the final build. But yeah, Killing Floor 3's weapons are shaping up to some of the best the series has ever had. More flexibility, more creativity, more absolutely brutal detail. From modded doomsticks to explosive bows and healing SMGs, there's a lot to look forward to, and Scully being back just seals the deal. Let me know which weapon you're most excited to mod, or if you're just here for the explosion. Either way, if you're into Killing Floor 3 like myself, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.